Sibylle, at the end of a long and emotional week for Tadcaster Albion with a win, just how do you feel the win today will have had an effect for Tadcaster?
Well, it's an emotionally draining week for us all. I think it's well documented. With passing of Sonny earlier on in the week, and to have a mum and a family here at the game today was a real fitting tribute to a young lady who was inspirational, a big part of this football club, and someone that who, every time you spent time in a company, you always come away from it feeling a lot happier. And I think what we tried to do today was, I said to the lads earlier on in the week, that what we've got to do is we've just got to prepare in the right way. And although the game wasn't a spectacle, to come away with a 4-1 win and to go back, maybe joint top, I'm not so sure how the other results have gone for us, but I'm sure we'll be there or thereabouts, is a real fitting tribute to a young lady who inspired so many different people.
How do you keep emotions under control when, obviously as well, you've the bridge across the river for the whole town, uniting the whole town, and the first home game in 70 days?
Yeah, well, it's difficult, really difficult. No matter what you do, you can't. I can only control the football inside of it, and we're lucky enough here to have people behind the scenes, from the owners to the volunteers to the people involved in the football club who are able to deal with all the other stuff. And the bridge opening yesterday is an emotional moment for the town. Joining the two sides of the town together again is something that the people at Tadcaster deserve. To see Anna and family here today is brilliant for us as a football club. She's a big part of what we do. And then for us personally on the pitch, it's just a case of doing what we do well. That's what we can influence. That's what I can influence.
I guess the players have got to get used to playing back here. There's going to be a lot of games in the run in at the I2I Stadium.
Yeah, no, absolutely. And to be fair, the pitch was in great condition. I think it's a little bit sticky on top, but that's acceptable. I think the groundsman has done a phenomenal job. I think everyone involved has done a brilliant job in getting the pitch ready and prepared for, what will be the rest of the season. And I think it's been well documented that there was talk originally when you first looked at the pictures that came out of Tadcaster after the floods that we probably won't play again here this season. So to be playing here in February in a difficult month is great credit to a really good football club, and credit to Tadcaster this week that everything has happened, and the town deserve a little bit of a break, and fingers crossed, hopefully we can get that going forward now.
On to the match. It's Liversedge, obviously one of your former clubs. Is it always a little bit harder playing against a club that you've got a bit of feeling for?
Yeah, without a doubt. I mean, they're one of the teams, like, with Railway, which I spent a lot of time there as well, and the first two results I look for after every game is to see how your former clubs have got on. And Matt still does it now with Leicester, he's absolutely over the moon at the top of the league, and every time we come in it's the first result he looks for. So yes, it's difficult. I thought they were very, very spirited performers. I thought they had some good players, they got some good young lads in amongst the ranks, but as I always say, that at the end of the day, the football match lasts for 93, 94 minutes, depending on what the referee adds on, and I think in the end we were just strong enough in the right areas at the right time to sort of get the win out of what was a difficult game for us.
Yeah, it was a slow start in a way. How good a free kick though on the stroke of half time from Liam Orme. So you've got quite a few potential set piece takers. Why does Liam get to 10?
Well, Liam's got it in his locker, hasn't he? I think first and foremost, there was two great free kicks in the game, and one for them for their goal, and certainly Liam for ours. And we know Liam's capable of that. He scored 2 in the same game earlier on in the season, and to get your left back coming forward in a 4-1 win and scoring 2 of the goals is brilliant for us. We've got a number of others. Josh Greening's got it in his locker. Jimmy Beadle can strike it. Connor Sellers, Adam Baker. I mean, the list is endless. And what it gives us is that cutting edge. If we were to lose any of them, when you think we had Baker, Nick Black, Connor, Dan Clayton and Matt Heath on the bench today, it just goes to show that there's strength in depth at the football club. And then outside of that, obviously we've still got an eye on what Nick Thompson and George Conway are doing at their respective clubs at this moment in time. So we've got great strength in depth at the moment. We've got plenty of goal scorers in the team, and fingers crossed, if we lost any of them to injury or anything happened, that we're not relying on the same people to score the goals for us. So great to see Liam getting his too.
One of those goal scorers, Carl Stewart, finally back on the score sheet. It's been a long drought for him. He's had to wait for his turn as well after an operation. How pleased are you that he's back on?
Over the moon for him. You know, he had a real good chance earlier on. The keeper made a really good save, and then he's had one cleared off the line. And I thought for Carl it'd be a day where he just gets a tap in, and that would get him going. But I thought the finish was absolutely outstanding. Great ball in from Jimmy Beadle to roll it across him, and once it rolled across his body and Carl got his head over it, it would only ever ended up in one place. And it was a brilliant finish from Carl, and absolutely over the moon for the lad.